Yo guys, welcome back to another video on our channel, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can improve your movement, going from the very basic movement all the way up to the elite movement, so you guys can get an idea on how you can do everything. Quick before we do get into the video, guys, if you are new and be sure to subscribe to the channel, notifications to miss any more videos on the channel. I'm trying to hit 20k subs before Modern Warfare 2 drops. If you can help with that, that'd be absolutely amazing. If you do enjoy it, smash the thumbs up and let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. Again, if you got any more questions, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'll do my very best to answer as many of them as I possibly can. But let's jump straight into the video right now. Okay guys, so the first step that you do want to do is come over to Modern Warfare and come into a private match. If you haven't got Modern Warfare, I recommend going into Plunder and doing this and just finding a really quiet location in Plunder so you can start practicing your movement and what I'm about to show you just now. But what you're going to want to do is make sure you've got a good class setup. So for example, I'm going to go the MP5 because it's good for movement. I've got double time on. Make sure you've got double time on because that's also very good for movement. The other perks don't really matter too much, but make sure you've got a decent gun that you're going to use in Warzone, one that you're good with movement, what you want to get good with movement with, and load into a private match. Doesn't matter what map you're going into because I'm going to show you the very basics right now. And like I said, we'll go through and we'll just build up from the very basics all the way up to the elite sort of level stuff so you guys can keep up with what I'm doing. We're going to load into the first game here and I'll jump into it now. Okay guys, so now you're in your game. What you're going to want to do, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do off the rip is change your settings. As you can see, if I just push my analog stick forward, I go straight into an automatic tactical sprint. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to come to options, we're going to come over to controller. If you play keyboard and mouse, it's going to be on keyboard and mouse. But when it comes down to the where is it, let me find it real quick. It's going to become to automatic sprint. You're going to want to change this to automatic tactical sprint, meaning you haven't got to spam your analog in every time you do want a tactical sprint, which is going to really help with slide cancelling and getting around the map. Because as you can see, if I just push my analog stick forwards, I'm going to start automatic tac sprinting. And what slide cancelling does is allows you to tac sprint a lot faster. So if you see I tac sprint and then I'm going to go into a normal sprint in just a moment here, it's going to slow down into a normal sprint. But you can cancel this out. You can cancel this time out by slide cancelling. And slide cancelling is literally a case of just crouching, uncrouching and running, but obviously you're going to slide. So now what you want to do guys is get used to how long it takes to slide, so you can just get a feel for how long each slide is. Just get used to sliding around the map if you don't slide very often. If you're one of them players that just runs and doesn't ever slide, just get used to how long sliding takes. And then when it gets to the end of a slide, once you've sort of worked out how long each slide is, so what you guys are actually going to want to do, you're going to want to slide and then slide again to cancel the slide and then press A to stand back up on your feet. But just get used to cancelling that slide out. Just get to the end. Just make sure you are cancelling that slide. So for example, whatever your slide button is, for me, it's my right analog stick. Well, it's actually my paddle on the back of my controller. So I push my paddle, and I've stopped. Push my paddle, stop. Push my paddle, stop. And then once you get used to that, you're going to be pushing your paddle, A. Pushing your paddle, A. And the reason you're pressing A is because it's going to stand you up out of that slide cancel. So as you can see, I'm a slide A back into attack sprint, slide A back into attack sprint, slide A back into attack sprint. So let me just try and show you with my paddle. So for example, that is my crouch button, as you can see, and that's my jump button. So I'm slide A, 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 and that is literally how you slide cancel. It's very easy to do. It just takes a bit of practice, which is why I say come into a private match, come into Plunder if you've not got Modern Warfare, and just start practicing this. Just start practicing this bit of movement here, and it's going to make your movement way faster. You're going to start flying around the map a lot faster just by slide cancelling, and it's a really good way to get around the map and get into gunfights much quicker if you are trying to improve as a player. The next thing we'll be talking about, guys, is bunny hopping. Bunny hopping is a really good strat for if you're getting around corners and your opponent don't expect you because you're coming. And when you hit there after that bounce, so what you're going to want to do, you want to come around the corner and lock onto where your opponent is, right? So you're going to come around the corner with that first jump. What you're going to want to do is when you hit that jump, you're going to want to jump again. Sometimes it's going to work really well. Sometimes I'm not going to, like, even you can see, even though I do this on a daily basis, I don't get it every single time. So it's a tricky one to master. It is a difficult one to get, but if you can get it down, as you can see there, the bunny hop taking you to the side. I wanted to try and get another person's perspective on this. It's just unfortunate because nobody's actually on right now to be able to help me get another perspective, which is annoying. But basically what this will do is on your opponent's screen, when you hit the floor there, for example, say I'm jumping in front of this barrel, so I'm going to jump, I'm going to hit the floor, and then I'm going to jump again. But on your opponent's screen, what it's going to look like is you're going to jump, and in the middle of the air, you're going to jump again. You're not actually going to touch the floor on their screen, which really throws them off, and it gives you a much better position, and it's allowing you to chow corners so much better. I can't emphasize how much this is useful for challenging corners. So if you know someone's around this corner, just bunny hop on them, and it's going to absolutely throw them off because you're just going to fly around the corner at absolute speed that they're not going to expect, and then you can just absolutely snap onto your opponent. And like I say, the way you do this is, again, just jump, and then when you land, you just want to jump again, but you're jumping sideways. Make sure you're not jumping forwards because that's not what you want to do. You want to be jumping around the corner, snapping onto your opponent, and bunny hopping around the corner, so it's really going to throw them off. So say, for example, my opponent is there. What exactly I'm going to do is I'm going to jump around this corner, lock onto him, and see that hop around the corner. They're not going to see that. That's going to look so fast for them, and it's going to really throw them off, giving you a much, much better opportunity to win that gunfight. Just lock onto your opponent, double tap that jump button. So like I said, it is literally, you want to get the first jump, you want to tack sprint into it, you want to jump, and on that first jump, as you're jumping, rotate onto where your opponent is, and that's when you're going to lock onto them. But when you hit that landing, just as you land, you want to jump again. I mean, sometimes it's not going to work, like, as you can see, even I'm getting it wrong, and I do, like I said, I do it on a daily basis. So some people are going to be better than this than others, but okay, guys, so now that you've got the bunny hopping and the slide cancelling on point, you're going to be wanting to slide cancel around the map, slide cancel around the map. You see a blip on the radar around a wall, you're going to want to bunny hop into it, and then, you know what I mean, you put the movement together. Start working on putting the slide cancelling and the bunny hops together, because that's going to start making your movement much, much better automatically. Like, they're two of the biggest movement tips for this game, and just getting around the map. This is what's going to make you that better player. And then, I mean, if you want to start becoming the TikTok kid, it's just a case of wire and slide cancelling at the same time. I can't do this. My fingers can't do this fast enough. I'm trying to learn it. I'm trying to learn it properly. I mean, I can do it to an extent, but yeah, I'm not the best at it, but I mean, it depends what gun you've got as well. Like the Marco 5, for example, I can do it really well with. I was doing it last night, running around the map, getting some insane TikTok clips. You don't follow me on TikTok, by the way, Harry17p on TikTok, go follow it right about now. But yeah, if you want to start wiring, that's going to make you crazy. And then if you want to make your clips look crazy, this is when you can just start throwing your analog about like I am right now. When you're running around the map, it just makes you look like you're doing way more than you are doing. You're not really doing that much. You can wire in it, throw your analog around like this, and it's going to make you do this. Then the next thing I'm going to tell you about, guys, now is doors. I'm going to go to this double door over here, actually, to make it a bit easier. So what you're going to want to do with double doors, I don't know which one's going to be easier, this door or that door. Probably this door. So say, for example, you've got no plates in Warzone right now, and you can sit, and someone's challenging you around this corner. You're going to want to stand this side of the door, and you're going to wait to hear them. And when you can hear them about to run through the door, you're going to burst through the door. That was a really, really bad example of how to do that. But you're going to want to burst through this door like this, because they're going to go out the door, and they're not going to really see you go inside the door. Then you're going to hear them reach out again, and you're going to do this. But while you're doing this, you want to be pressing Y or whatever it is to put your plates on, and just play the door on them, because it's going to really throw them off. They're not going to have to kill you around the door, because obviously you're going to keep using the door to your advantage. And then once you're fully plated, next time, let them go in the door, and before they're re-challenging you, just follow them straight in and get the kill. That's one of the best ways. Doors are unbelievable. If you can learn how to play doors, I'll throw a little clip in right now on how on a good example on how to play doors and how it can really throw off your opponent. Sorry, what? MP40 go brrr. Are you mad? A pole? Get your camera fucking broken, broski. So as you can see, if you can get used to playing doors and just being able to bang through doors like this, then it's going to really throw your opponent off. Just make sure you use doors to your advantage. They're there. That you can't really get shot through many doors, especially the metal ones. I mean, you can, but if you're playing it right and you're wrapping around with the door and getting on the outside of it, so like literally out like that, they're not going to be able to shoot you through the door, because you're just slamming through it and you're getting to the other side of it. They're going to keep challenging you. You can play it up. Then all of a sudden, you're there to chow, and you're going to get that kill much, much easier. It's a really, really good way of getting more kills, which is one more little movement tip that you guys might want to do. But yeah, guys, that's basically the best way to get good at movement. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of practice. It's not the easiest thing to do. As you can see, there's times where I still get things slightly wrong. So I'm not the best at movement. There are definitely people better than me at movement. But that is how you improve your movement in Warzone and in Modern Warfare if you play a lot of Modern Warfare. Obviously, another one, guys, is making sure you're running Serpentine. If you run Serpentine whilst you're tack sprinting, you can't be killed, or you can, but it's very, very difficult, which makes it very easy. And then use stims as well. So for example, if I had a little bot playing against me right now, I can run around him, I can stim up, I can use Serpentine to keep my health up all the time, I can make him look stupid, I can keep shooting them, get them low on health, but just keep playing with their emotions a little bit, and then get the full kill, and it makes it a really, really sick clip. I'll throw a clip in that I got like this just now. W aim, W Riz. Oh, you're actually just gonna run. Oh. And as you can see, it's super satisfying to put together. You can see my serpentine kicking in, you can see my stims being used, and it's just a really, really good way to get some extra kills and just make people look silly in the game and get some really cool clips to show your mates, or put it on TikTok or wherever you want to go and put it. But yeah, that is the best movement guide for Modern Warfare and Warzone right now, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash the thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, notifications turn on, go smash that big red subscribe button and ding on those notified every single time I upload a video. I appreciate what you're saying. Have a great day and we'll catch you in the next one in a bit.